The 46. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray and company going for it on 4th. This one caught over the middle, but he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Wilson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. 2 Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there. Because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Wilson. Right side to Williams. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. No score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring thing. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. It almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Here's Murray. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Hands it off out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And some room to work. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 8. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Got an open man. It's Burnett. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
First down, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. In motion, the tight end.
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Yeah, this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the
season. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Play action. Now it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Point after here coming up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Murray now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Murray again. True line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Murray now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on second and 10. Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Throw left side complete. That's more. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And this one complete to Burnett.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
Throwing again, Murray. And that will be Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Murray now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Wilson wants to throw it. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray.
This is taken in by McBride.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the 2nd half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey McBride.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it's now 35-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top